TakeTones.com. TakeTones.com.
I'm gonna give you a quick history lesson. I met Rory twice. First time was at Joe Budden's house. It was me, Joe, Sin Santana, Rory, and like two niggas from Duce Palooza or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, I thought it was an average meeting. Nevertheless, you know when you feel a nigga has a little bit of, it didn't feel like animosity, because at the time I was doing Everyday Struggle with Joe. It felt a little bit, I don't even know if it felt like jealousy. It just felt off. His comments about me, my platform, things I've done, things I was doing, including even Twitch, were always negative in nature. He always seen things from a perspective of just, and by the way, you're going to understand. I'm just trying to give you a quick history lesson. Just not being able to get it. Like, this is one of the niggas who sit up on Joe's platform and spew like he's a fucking guru when he's really the last of the fucking line. I was on Twitch in 2013. You know what this dweeb said about me on Twitch in 2016, 2017? He didn't get it. He couldn't understand that there could be a platform supported by subscribers and donators instead of working for corporation. But I gave y'all his history and I showed you his resume. The nigga is nothing but a pencil pusher who has worked his whole. Remember he said he got a resume? His resume is that he worked for digital marketing for like Sony. There's no nigga at Sony that works at digital marketing that can't say we all call Akademiks because we don't know what we're doing. Yes, that's how it happens. I'm telling you, I'm mad transparent. So when I saw that nigga, like, you know, again, narrative is very important to me. I always told y'all when I got into my spats back and forth with Adam 22. Yeah, some of y'all might be like, Ak, why you be going so hard sometimes? You see, these niggas, they've had the luxury of getting carried their whole career. They've never had to fight and dig through the mud. By the way, I get it. I'm one of the most slandered and hated people on Twitter for whatever reason. They might be like, oh, it's the Warren Sharp. Honestly, sometimes they're making up a reason. They just like me because they don't like me, okay? For whatever reason, okay? Oh, he's cool with 6ix9ine. Yo, he brought a little pump. Yo, he's ruining hip-hop. Whatever they want. I get all that. But one thing that's very undeniable, and now you see, when you caught me in 2017, someone who was wet behind the ear, kind of just getting to mingle with some of y'all industry folk, maybe I came off a little bit timid, and maybe I came off a little, okay, I'll let y'all get y'all shots in. These days, I look all of y'all very square in the face and say, none of y'all are more successful than me. None of y'all have accomplished what I've done. None of y'all have done it from the ground up. Y'all have ridden from dick to dick, ball sack to ball sack. Mealy Mall, I'll holler at you. I call you Jay-Z Precum. We'll talk about you in a second. So, I've kind of got my legs under me at this point in 2021, which means I also don't take nobody trying to check that at all. And I'm repaying all the people who felt it was cool to try to belittle or dance upon when they thought I was failing back then. So, there was multiple comments and multiple just really out of pocket things. If you really listen to the Joe Budden podcast from circa 2016 to 2018, you would think these niggas were knowledgeable. They were talking about what other people should do with business, with their companies, with their talents. They were speaking like aficionados, but, it's rare that people get up on this microphone and the same level of critique and criticism they levy upon others, they allow themselves to be criticized as well. Y'all know. I'm going to talk about the Quavo and Sweetie thing. How many times have I come up here and said we in Simcourt? If y'all want to grill me on, hey, Ak, we think you bought so-and-so a truck. We saw you with Shorty and she was hanging with a rapper. Hey, listen, my life is an open book. I live all this. I don't try to like, oh, I'm living some secret life. No, it's all open. And I do think that comes with it. You can't give critique if you're not willing to take it. Y'all might think I'm here to really, like, I am kind of here to roast them. But I'm roasting them for their stupidity. Because they've misguided people who have listened to that platform. Like, literally, misguided. If you were listening to these bozos advise you on business and be like, oh, Axe a clown, should we point out what's going on now? I just ordered another car for over $250,000. I'm in a house worth $2 million, rising. The stock market's going up. Got millions in the stock market. Mama got a house, Benz, all that. Doing pretty good to me. I've never complained about money. The money isn't the problem. I bring it up because they are. They were so much pocket watching and critical of niggas' business moves that we never ever stopped to analyze theirs. So let's go back again. Joe Budden decides he's leaving Spotify. By the way, I've worked with Joe. I've said publicly to Joe and also publicly to the audience, love Joe. I'll work with him at any time. And by the way, I'll squash all rumors. Like, there's nothing that me and Joe or whatever that these niggas are bum and broke. There's nothing me and Joe have planned or nothing like that. Okay? You see me? I have respect for those who I've worked with. You'll never hear me slander Wayno, Nadeska, Joe. No. As long as they don't disrespect me, I won't ever disrespect them. And me and Joe, we've been really cordial. That's it. Is there a chance we could possibly work again together? If he's down with it, cool. Is it something we're planning? Is it something that I need or he needs? I don't think so. I don't need it. I don't think he needs it either. But is it something that could be really dope? Because I think the culture loves it and I think it definitely could be lucrative. Yes. That has nothing to do with these two niggas. And I'm going to answer certain criticisms so people say, oh, well, Joe is cool. I ain't going to lie to you. Me and Joe has never talked about some of the shit that this nigga right here, this albino bum, the nigga right up there, right there, who looks like a red tomato when my fucking name is mentioned, who starts sweating profusely and looks like Shaq at the fucking free throw line when my name gets mentioned. Yes, he oversteps certain boundaries, and if you ask me, I think Joe knows that. Like, bro, you can't start mediating when. You can't start mediating when I'm on behalf of your homie when he already shopped somebody's crib. Like, come on now, what are you doing? Now, granted, didn't happen. But still, homie passed the line, which I just think we just can't come back from in terms of having conversations. So, that's that. So, anyway, I just want to put this in perspective before I get to the jokes. Joe, really talented. I think this is what I was saying I said to him and also publicly. The reason I never went to Revolt with Joe, quote unquote, is that Revolt never reached out to me, and not a motherfucker could do business for me than me. Joe can't negotiate a dime that I'm getting, and no disrespect to him. Joe's his own brand, and Joe's his own behemoth. I respect that guy, but I'm my own man. Once I saw that Revolt wasn't approaching me, I'm not going to run to y'all and be like, hey, Joe told me he wants to bring me over. Do y'all want to talk? No, I'm good. I stayed at Complex. It was fine. These two dweebs up here have dick-sucked Joe Budden in all his business move ventures while they aren't really a part of it. They're hired help. I've been telling y'all this. They're hired help. The Joe Budden podcast, the IP doesn't belong to three of them. It belongs to Joe. Joe owns the show. These two dumbass niggas been acting like it's a trio. No. You know how I know? Because when Joe would say shit around them, like, yo, I turned down a deal with Triller. They offered me a blank check. Y'all look like somebody just slapped you in the face. You're like, these things like they're in the Twilight Zone. But this is my problem most of these niggas in media, right? Even when Peter Rosenberg emotionally messaged me a bunch of stuff, do you think I'm insensitive because I don't make as much as, I don't know, nigga, you're 55 and balding. I don't know what's going on with you, brother. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care about you niggas, man. Okay? I came in my way, I shook the shit up, I don't care about y'all. I only care about y'all when y'all be talking about me like this to me like I'm some peon. I'm not gonna take it. These two bums, and I'm here to, by the way, say I don't want them to be fired. Joe, don't fire them. This is my plea to Joe. Don't fire these niggas. They should be fired. But don't. I want these bums to go back to work. They finally got it. You're workers. That's Joe's platform. I told y'all about that. Spotify was never negotiating with Rory and Mal. Yet when reportedly Joe turned down $30 million, y'all were there keying and just like laughing up a storm like it was lit. Nigga, y'all get paid $50,000 combined. Y'all should have been like, what? Instead, y'all are the definition of yes men. Y'all knew from the get-go. And by the way, I agree with this. Whatever deal Joe gets, he should get 95%. Y'all should get 5%. If that. And no percentage. He pays out. Y'all are hired help. I fault Joe only for one part. The Joe Budden podcast should be Joe and Friends. Once he changed the name from I'll name this podcast, so he should have put it as Joe is Friends. These niggas are irreplaceable. They're replaceable. And what Joe didn't realize is what people realize in the music industry a lot. They're now gassed up by your audience gaining familiarity with them that they think they have a leg to stand on. Put it like this. Joe could replace these bums with any two other people and give the audience 8 months, and the audience will love the new people just as much. That's what these bums don't realize. I was giving them game while they thought they were giving me game. It's ironic. I wish I could find the clip. Yo, Grand Wizard, if you got the clip, send it to me real quick. I don't want to take credit for none of this. But the moment I saw the albino bum Rory, he was about to crack. This is when it was after I said this. When I start calling that nigga a worker, it made him insecure as a man. By the way, let me also put out there's nothing wrong with being a worker. I'm not shaming workers. I'm shaming delusional workers. Don't work at Walmart and think you run the shit. Don't work at CVS and think that, you run, like you're the boss. Just chill. That's the problem with a nigga like that. I saw him, he was starting to self-destruct. By the way, I see people getting on Joe. All y'all owe Joe an apology. First of all, these are bum niggas Joe actually made into people y'all care about. Second of all, Joe is 100% right to give these two bums time off. I kid you not. Yo, Grand Wizard, send me the clips. Rory started to look like a school shooter. He was mentally out of it. Joe couldn't say nothing without him saying, let's fight. You know what type of nigga does that? Keep in mind, this boy is white. A white dude keeps saying aggressive shit randomly. This is a school. Let me tell you this, man. I'll find the clip now. The dude was on edge. He was on edge. Now, we just seen a bunch of mass shootings. Joe is right to say something's wrong with this guy because Joe right a lot. Me and my homies, tension never there where my homies is constantly telling me they about to beat my ass. Like, whoa, hold up. Now, when your homies is telling you that in front of millions of people every day, nigga, that's signs that nigga's about to snap. The boy's life is in shambles. That's why I'm not here to clown. Because I don't want nobody to get hurt, and I don't want him to hurt other people. He's at the point that I think that he would try to hurt his missus, his side chicks, his boss. You know, I said boss. Shit. We've been on school shoot alert here in case he came here doing some dumb shit. I just want to say for this guy, like, he's unstable. And Joe was right in saying, bro, take some time off. You need therapy. You and Famous Dex should be locked in both in a padded room. He can't touch no crack, and you can't touch no weapons. Both of you, lock them away. I'm sorry. Where's the fucking clip? I gotta play this clip. The nigga he started looking left, looking right, turning beet red. I'm like, oh hell nah. If this thing had a Glock 19 in his bag, he's spraying. I'm not playing with this nigga. I'm not. Rory. And by the way, Mealy Moore, I'm gonna get to you too. I'm gonna give you some business advice. I know. By the way, you know, yo, Joe, I got you, Joe. I'm gonna do what you didn't want to do because you got to keep it nice. I'm gonna give these bum ass niggas the harsh truth. Okay, Rory. I don't care what lawyers or managers you get. You don't deserve a piece of the podcast. You don't deserve a raise. You're an absolute fucking bum. And also, Joe made you, nigga. You niggas are the laziest niggas I've ever seen. You niggas should have created some type of worth for yourself that you could leverage Joe with. For example, if I do a podcast with a chat nigga, I don't know, say Tyshawn. And Tyshawn, people love Tyshawn. But who loves Tyshawn? It's the chat niggas who all love me. Mostly, right? What's his worth if he's trying to negotiate with me? Because you know what I'll be thinking? Yeah, they love Tyshawn, but I could create another Tyshawn. I gave y'all advice a long time ago. Y'all should create y'all value outside of Joe. Because y'all value is only there when Joe's right next to y'all. Black Astro, thank you for the sub. It seems like these niggas are retarded. They don't get it. But, you know what? Business is not for me to teach them. This is why I say that boy Rory is a ticking time bomb. Rory, after I clowned him for being a worker, think about the series of events. I said, what are you talking about? You're a worker. You know what he did? I called him a stooge. He is a stooge. It's the two stooges in Joe. He drove up to my house in a Kia, him and another guy. They didn't even hop out the car. They swung open the door and they stuffed a letter in my mailbox. By the way, I actually saw it. It's on camera and I saw it, but I didn't think nothing of it because, like, first I was far away. I didn't even know it was him. I looked at the cameras later because later in the day I went down. By the way, I think I'm gonna get the letter. Did I ever show you the letter? Did I ever show you the letter? I got it. You know I got it. I think we dusted that shit for fingerprint and everything. I'm gonna go get it. I'll be right back. Ah, chat, we got it right here. This is what letter says. Another reason why, I'm not, nigga, no postage, they dropped it off. Look, right? No postage, just Livingston, right? You feel me? As he should. Or he's kind of siphoning it off to build his network, as he should. And Rory is just there looking like, yo, I'm losing my relationship. I'm losing my crib. I'm losing this. I'm losing that. What's going on? This nigga's greedy. That's it. That's it. That's not low. He's not down. Bro, I'm not kicking nobody while he's down, man. I'm telling y'all really respectfully, man. Rory, I hope you, like, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm down to bury the hatchet with this nigga. He doesn't have to apologize to me. Just sincerely apologize to me for all the fuck shit and being a fuck nigga that he is. Well, I might have to just, like, slap him real quick for coming to the crib. Like, that's out of pocket. Like, you tweaking for that nigga. But other than that, like, all of that shit you were spewing, you're the definition of a worker, my nigga. I watched him dick ride Joe talking about that creator talk and trying to break it down every time in college terms. Joe says something, he's the college nigga interpreter. Okay, guys. If your equity doesn't equal the value of the proportion of this, shut the fuck up. You're saying the same shit that he said, but in college terms, you sound like a professor. Anyway. Nah, come back to this. Yeah, I never sent it out. But yeah, so pretty much, yo, I just want to let's lay the foundation, man. Rory, you and Mealy Moore, that's Jay-Z's pre-cum. He probably got a little trust fund here or there. Cool for that nigga, but like, listen, other than, swinging like Tarzan from nutsack to nutsack, that nigga's garbage. And the same with you. Like, listen, we don't want to hear you regurgitate Joe's takes no more. But cool, it has made you into a C or D mic on Joe's podcast. Don't think you the boss. Also, when you now levy criticisms at other people's and other deals, just remember, nigga, you denied the fact that you was a worker, and now you're on worker strike. You're striking, you dumbass nigga. Look at you. You look stupid. Look like one of them dumbass niggas outside Aldi's saying, oh, we're not getting paid right, don't go in. And I walk past it like, get the fuck out of here, nigga. I got some milk. Get out of here, nigga. Just accept what you are. Ain't nothing wrong with being a worker. There's only something wrong with being delusional. You're a fucking loser. Who your claim to fame was fucking shimmying and fucking twirling a fucking cane in college. You got with some niggas and started throwing some parties, which was day parties, which niggas was doing, and cause y'all had some Rock Nation connects, again, your whole fucking career been babied by the connections y'all niggas have. Y'all niggas never got it out the mud. So when a nigga like me come around, y'all niggas should be real quiet. Cause I never had one nigga give me no cosign or really help me to nowhere. So when niggas like you start talking about shit that you don't know, I'm going to violate you. And now it comes full circle. You were denying that you a worker. You a worker, nigga. So get back to work. Go be Joe's bitch. His new punching bag. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to get a bigger paycheck or whatever, ask Joe. I don't think Joe should pay you out, but Joe's a good guy. Whatever. But don't be thinking you're fighting the same fight as Joe. You're not no fucking creator fighting for equity, all that shit. Leave that to Joe. Joe's doing that with Spotify and these other people. What you want is some paid time off, sick leave, and nigga, at least more than minimum wage. That's it. I just want to show y'all the people who y'all listen to as aficionados on anything business. I don't want to hear this nigga talk nothing about business no more, bro. I can't stand niggas who, like, that nigga wouldn't even understand what it is to be me for a day. Or make the decisions I gotta make. Definitely not even Joe. Well, I mean, he couldn't understand what Joe has to go through. Be a fucking worker. Keep shimmying, nigga, and spin your little cane. And keep it like that, you fucking bum. I'm gonna just leave it like that. But I do hope these bums get back to work. I don't want to listen. I pay a lot in taxes. It's 6 figures. I don't want to keep supporting niggas like this on the unemployment line. I'm gonna move on right now. There's not much to say about it. To say about them unless they're not address anything else. Did I address everything with them? Oh, play the clip? I did play it. Oh, I didn't play the clip yet. Oh, shit, I talk a lot.
Friend, that's the point that I'm making to you.
Sometimes you gotta fight your friends, though, man.
I would not.
Watch it.
I would not.
Yeah,
School fucking
not
shit.
at 40.
Not me.
Not at 40.
Not at 40.
At 23, you fight your
Fuck
friends.
no, at 40, I'm not fighting.
Come
none
on.
of my
Who the fuck said we was friends?
the hell do I look?
I'm not fighting none of my friends.
Right there, when a white boy say that shit, man, you done fucked up.
I'm not fighting none of my friends at 40, no.
Yeah, it's over.
But yeah, shout
Chat, are we ready to just say we caught the unanimous victory? He should never speak on me again. It's unanimous. I know it's been over. But sometimes, Will Vaughn said, dig him up and let him die again. Or was it Dirk that said that? One of them. How much I want to bet that this bum ass nigga is back to his job on Saturday or next week? You know why? The first of the month is coming. And that nigga can't afford rent. He can't afford shit. Get back to work, you fucking bum. Bum ass nigga, you had nothing to show for nothing you've done in this quote unquote. First of all, that's another thing. I keep hearing, oh, he's working on the album. Anybody trying to hear no album producer or executive produced by you, you fucking idiot? If your side chick getting piped out by my homies, like, you already know what type of time it's already. Like, come on, bro. We don't need an R&B album from you, nigga. No. Like, we don't need that, bruh. We don't need that, bruh. We don't need that. All right, that's enough of that. If y'all got any more clips, I can send it to me, but who just messaged me?